There are things in East Asia that honestly need to exist everywhere. Here in the US, UK, Australia, and beyond, we're still making do with the same old stuff, while we're roasting under floppy patio umbrellas that do nothing but block half the sun. China's already got solar-powered ones that charge your phone while you sip a cold drink. While we're freezing our butts on metal benches, South Korea and Japan heat their bus stop seats like it's a spa day on wheels. And while we're still poking around with cotton swabs like it's the Middle Ages, China's ear-cleaning headphones let you check inside your ear canal. East Asia keeps solving everyday problems in ways the rest of us didn't even realize we needed, but now can't stop wishing we had. Number 1. The umbrella that powers more than just shade. Here's the thing. In the West, an umbrella is just an umbrella. You drag it out to the backyard, or you stick it in the sand at the beach, and all it really does is stop you from getting sunburn. Maybe, if you're lucky, it doesn't collapse when the wind picks up. Meanwhile, you're still fighting over who gets the only power bank that isn't dead, or realizing your speaker just died halfway through your playlist. Now in China, they're flipping the script. The Solix solar umbrella doesn't just block the sun, it uses it. The canopy is lined with next-gen solar panels called perovskite cells, which are way more powerful than the old-school kind. What does that mean? While you're sitting under the shade, this umbrella is quietly soaking up sunlight and pumping out up to 100 watts of power. Plug in your phone, your tablet, even your portable cooler, and it charges them right there in the park, at the beach, or on your patio. Think about that for a second. The rest of us are out here rationing battery life like it's 2005, dimming our screens just to survive a day outside, while China's literally sitting under an umbrella that doubles as a power station. Our umbrellas, shade. China's umbrellas, shade and electricity. Game over. Number 2. Bus stops that warm your butt while you wait. Here's the reality in the West. Waiting for the bus in winter is basically survival training. You're shivering on a cold metal bench, clutching your phone with frozen fingers, wondering if public transport is secretly trying to kill you. The shelter? Drafty plastic walls. The seats? Colder than the friendship bench at school. But in South Korea and Japan, they've decided maybe commuters don't need to suffer. Enter heated bus stop seats. That's right, the benches themselves have built-in heating systems that switch on automatically when the temperature drops. Instead of your backside going numb, it's like sitting on a cozy chair at home, except you're outside, waiting for a bus. Meanwhile, in the West, our bus stops are basically just 3 plastic panels and a bench that doubles as an ice block. South Korea and Japan, they're turning public transport into spa day for your butt. Number 3. Headphones that clean your ears? Alright, let's be honest. Most of us have no idea what's really going on inside our ears. We just jab in a cotton swab, hope for the best, and pretend we didn't just push the problem deeper. But in China, they've turned ear cleaning into a full-on gadget upgrade. Meet the B-Bird EarSight Flow, a pair of headphones that secretly double as an ear cleaner with a built-in camera. One side heats and stores water, the other side gently rinses your ear canal, and the whole thing streams video straight to your phone. Yep, you can actually watch the gunk coming out in real time. Gross? Definitely. Addictive? Absolutely. And it doesn't stop there. The tiny camera moves so you can see every corner, and when the rinse is done, the gadget switches to drying mode. Then you flip it around and do the other ear. It's like turning personal hygiene into a live-streamed science experiment. Meanwhile, the rest of us are still blindly poking around with Q-tips, praying we don't end up in the doctor's office with cotton stuck in ear on the chart. China's over here making headphones that double as mini car washes for your ears. And somehow, it actually works. Number 4. Scooters that never run out of juice. In Taiwan, they've nailed it with the Gogoro Smart Scooter. The trick isn't just the scooter, it's the battery swapping system. You pull up to a Go station, pop out your scooter's dead batteries, slide them into the slot, and swap in fresh ones. All in under a minute. No waiting, no charging, no panic when your battery's flashing red halfway across town. It's basically like fueling up a regular scooter, but greener, cleaner, and smarter. Taiwan's built an entire network of these swap stations. The system's even spreading to places like South Korea, China, and Indonesia. In Taiwan, scooters are built for the future. Number 5. The boomerang that doesn't try to kill you. Here's the thing about real boomerangs. Unless you're some Australian Outback pro, they almost never work the way you expect. You throw it, it nosedives into the dirt, or worse, It comes back like a guided missile and nearly breaks your nose. Fun? Sure. Safe? Not so much. In China, they've made a version that's way easier and way more fun. The Orbi Boomerang Ball. It's this lightweight flying orb with propellers safely tucked inside and LED lights that make it look like a UFO. Toss it in the air, and instead of disappearing into the neighbor's yard, it floats, spins, and actually boomerangs back to you. The best part, the mistakes. It can bounce off walls, crash into the ground, or zip right past your head. And because it's soft, it won't shatter a window or send anyone to the ER. The fails are just as funny as when it works perfectly. At night, the LEDs turn it into a glowing ball of chaos. A mini light show that looks like alien tech zooming around your backyard. And unlike a real boomerang, you don't need a giant field. It's small and forgiving enough to play with indoors without wrecking the place. It's proof that not every cool gadget needs to be high-tech. Sometimes, all you need is a ball that flies back and looks like a UFO. Number 6. Umbrella dryers that save you from the soggy floor shuffle. Here's the deal. Rainy days in the West are basically a slip and slide waiting to happen. You step into a store with a dripping umbrella, shake it off like a dog, and instantly create puddles that turn the floor into a lawsuit. The solution? Maybe a rusty metal rack in the corner, or just glaring looks from the staff while you drip all over their nice clean tiles. In Japan, they've long leaned on plastic umbrella covers. You slide your umbrella into a disposable sleeve at the door, so you don't track water everywhere. It's neat, polite, and very on brand for Japan's obsession with keeping public spaces spotless. But it also means a lot of plastic waste. That's where South Korea comes in with the upgrade. Instead of single-use covers, they've got umbrella dryers. You stick your wet umbrella inside, and in seconds, it's wiped clean and drip-free. Some places even use ultra-absorbent carpets or high-tech machines that spin the water right off. The result? No puddles, no slipping, and no plastic mountains going to landfill. Meanwhile, in the West, we're still out here juggling soaking wet umbrellas, dripping across the floor, and praying we don't wipe out in the entryway. Japan and South Korea, they're turning rain days into a system of elegance and efficiency, while we're still pretending that shaking water in every direction is a plan. Number 7. Eye masks that warm your face like a spa treatment. Let's be real. In the West, relaxing after a long day usually means collapsing on the couch, rubbing your eyes like a raccoon, or grabbing a cold spoon from the freezer and pretending that counts as therapy. If you're really desperate, maybe you slap on some cucumber slices and hope you don't look completely ridiculous. Spoiler, you do. In Japan, they've leveled this up with heated eye masks. These little disposable pads, brands like Meg Rhythm make them, actually warm up the second you open the package. You just slip one over your eyes, and in about a minute, it's releasing gentle steam that melts away the strain from staring at screens all day. It's like a pocket-sized spa session you can use at home, on a plane, or even at your desk, if you don't care about looking slightly ridiculous. Honestly, Japan's out here making relaxation look effortless, and we're still just tired. Number 8. Smart bus shelters that put ours to shame. Here's the thing about bus stops in the West. They're basically 3 plastic panels, a freezing metal bench, and a breeze that somehow finds you no matter where you sit. If it's summer, you're roasting. If it's winter, you're an icicle. And if it rains, congratulations, you're still wet. South Korea looked at that and said, yeah, no thanks. So, they built smart shelters. Picture a glass box that feels less like a bus stop and more like a little waiting lounge. Inside, the seats are heated, just like we mentioned back in number 2, and the air is actually climate controlled. That means heaters in the winter, cooling fans in the summer, and a sealed space so the weather stays outside where it belongs. But they didn't stop there. The air goes through UV sterilizers to kill germs. There's Wi-Fi so you can scroll while you wait, and charging ports so your phone isn't dead when the bus finally comes. Some even have automatic doors to block out wind and rain, plus cameras linked to a central system so they double as safe spots at night. Basically, Seoul has turned bus shelters into comfort pods. Meanwhile, in the West, we're still huddled in drafty boxes, holding our bags over our heads, and wondering if public transport is secretly testing our survival skills. Number 9. Toothbrushes you wear on your finger. Brushing teeth in the West is simple enough. Grab a stick with bristles, Scrub away and hope for the best. But try doing that with a baby who thinks you're attacking them, or a pet who acts like the toothbrush is a medieval torture device. And suddenly, dental care turns into a wrestling match. Japan's answer? Finger toothbrushes? Instead of a bulky handle, these slip right over your finger like a little glove. For babies, they're made from food-grade silicone, soft enough not to hurt tiny gums, and sometimes even come with a built-in tongue cleaner. For pets, they're often knitted fabric or soft rubber, gentle enough that cats and dogs actually tolerate them. The idea is simple. If you can touch it with your finger, you can clean it with your finger. And it works. Parents can brush without tears, pets get used to it without drama, and the whole process takes way less time. Meanwhile, in the West, we're still chasing toddlers with cartoon toothbrushes and bribing pets with treats while they give us death stares. Honestly, Japan made toothbrushing so simple, it's almost insulting we didn't think of it first. Alright, you made it to the end, which already makes you cooler than 90% of people who clicked and bailed. Now do me a favor. Pause this video for just a second and drop a comment telling me which gadget you'd actually use. And if you enjoyed this list, then I know you will enjoy this next video. See you soon.